Hello and welcome to another Facts and Dimensions Spotlight Dataset. In this one I'm going to cover monthly hospital episode statistics. We're very fortunate in the NHS, in the whole world, in that we actually have a nationally mandated data set for our inpatient and outpatient data and A&E data. We do other ones as well, but this is the one that goes back the furthest. So in the NHS, every hospital provider has their own patient administration system and they use that to record their activity. But at the end of every month, they have to output that data from their PAS system according to a mandated standardized national data set. And if you please go to one of our tutorial videos, the one covering Data Dictionary XSD, and I go into some detail about that. But basically, it means that the NHS has a single table that has all the inpatient data of the entire NHS in one table, another table with all the outpatient data, and another one with all the A&E data. It's incredibly detailed, incredibly useful. That data isn't readily available, of course, because it is highly sensitive, even though it's anonymized. But they do publicly publish aggregated figures from that data, and that's what we're looking at here, HES statistics. And that is still quite detailed. So I'm going to show that to you now. So we have data going back to April 2007. So that's 15 years of data so far, and that keeps growing and growing. And as you can see, it's currently January, and the data goes up to November. So it's not too far. You don't have to wait too long for the latest data. And as at now, there is 12.7 million rows of data. So given that this is aggregates, so totals by month, that gives you an idea of the detail and the numbers of different types of metrics and the different ways they've spun the data to give us all sorts of detail. In this table, monthly activity report, you've got these metrics that you can see here, and they're by each organisation, whether they're a commissioner or a provider. It's just the totals, right? This table, much better. This is the totals by commissioner and provider. So, for example, here, specific acute specialties, subsequent attendances seen, that is telling us that there are 120 patients that went to this provider that are registered at this commissioner. So it's much more detail there, you see. So that's that. Then you've got, obviously, go to the tutorial and I'll tell you how to turn these codes into descriptions, by the way. Monthly reports. So this is similar. This is just much less detail, but it's just totals there for those measures. Then you've got treatment function code. So this one has a metric and the treatment function code to tell you what numbers are. So these are the metrics, the ones you're looking at here. And I've written a little code here where I've joined on the Data Dictionary treatment function codes to get the descriptions. And this returns all the treatment function codes that are used. And as you can see, 173, that is basically all of them. So that has got those metrics I just showed you a second ago, split by these treatment function codes, the totals by month, across the NHS. And also there is the one by age band, where you've got all the age bands. There you go, 5-year age bands. And also by these metrics and by month again. So very detailed, definitely worth a look.